Welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for watching the show. Joined in studio for the first time, not the last, by Pat Jones. He's a sales manager over at Power Sports Marine. And Pat, first off, thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
I really do appreciate it.
Me,
I know that this is a busy time of year for a lot of different reasons in the boat business. But Pat and Power Sports Marine are now a new sponsor for Comcast Sportsnet and, of course, OutdoorGPS. And first off, thank you very much for that. You guys coming on board, we really just love the fact that you appreciate us enough to actually become part of our show and the network, of course. But I got to ask, where are you guys located?
We're located right down on McAdam Avenue, right next to the Willamette Park boat ramp, which I'm sure a lot of the viewers are familiar with where that's at. It's a real popular ramp for the springer fishing, and we're right directly behind the parking lot for the ramp. You can walk.
So when we pull right into the boat launch, that big building, that's you guys right there.
We're right. You can walk straight up to us if you kind of want to go across the railroad tracks and up a little driveway. You can walk right to us, or you can walk around the block too, either way.
Perfect. So I mean, you got a great spot to, one, test boats, sell boats.
Oh yeah.
And you've got no shortage of different types of boats. I see that you're wearing a Raiders hat. I would assume that Raider is one of your product lines.
Raider is one of our primary lines, and we sell a ton of them for them. And I've been selling them for 7 or 8 years. I actually own one myself. And
really?
And it's been a great boat for me.
Very good.
And I use it all over the place. It's a little more of a multi-purpose line. You can use them anywhere. And so
now you guys are a fishing boat dedicated store.
Yeah, all of the boats we sell are welded aluminum boats. We kind of specialize in that. Most of them are windshield boats, but we do sell a few open boats. And we've got them from, you know, real simple packages to take up to the lake and fish for trout with the kids, on up to offshore class boats that you can go out tuna fishing in.
So you've got from $10,000, $15,000 boats rigged and ready to go to $500,000, depending on what you want to do.
Exactly. We have, you know, like a real simple Klamath 14-footer that you can get into for $6,000, $7,000 complete package.
Oh, wow.
And on up to, you know, I've even got boats in the mid $150,000 range in stock too.
Gotcha. So lots of different varieties. Is it specifically Raider? Looking at your card here, you've got
we sell
Klamath and WeldCraft as well?
Yeah, WeldCraft, Klamath, and Star Weld's another brand, which is a little more of a family recreational welded boat.
Now, StarCraft,
yeah, that's the same company. And,
awesome. That's what I grew up in, was an 18-foot StarCraft Holiday that my dad bought brand new the year I was born. So it was like 1980s. I'm just kidding. But great line as well, I would assume. I have not had a chance to really ride around in many windshield boats over the years, but I do see a lot of Raiders on the water.
WeldCraft's another line that we sell that has a broad range of styles of boats. And they're, the Raiders and the WeldCraft are our heavy gauge welded boats. And so they're the Northwest built, you know, style that everybody uses up, you know, for the Columbia River mostly.
Yeah, something that's going to handle some water, bays. And then, of course, if you want to use them on lakes, they'll translate to that easily.
And if you're looking for a little bit lighter weight boat, the Klamath, it makes a nice welded boat that's corrugated, so it's got a lot of strength, very well built. They're an old company. They've been around for, you know, 50 years too. And you can tow those behind just about anything. And the Star Welds as well. They're lighter weight, so you can have a small SUV to tow them around. And they still have quite a bit of capacity, and, you know, there's different sizes anywhere from 15 to, you know, they make some up to 23 feet as well.
Is there a more popular, you know, not necessarily price range, because everything has to fall in the price range, but is there a more popular configuration of all four of your different product lines that you sell?
The most popular, I would say, is trying to keep people in that $30,000 range and get out on the water, especially if it's their first, you know, welded boat that maybe they're migrating out of a small open boat, or, you know, just wanting to get into more springer and fall ship.
Maybe getting away even from like a glass boat, where maybe more of a ski boat, where it's not nearly as fishable as, say, a Raider or a WeldCraft.
Yeah, the main thing that we try to do, and because we're a little bit smaller, and John and I have, you know, quite a bit of experience in the Northwest, you know, fishing and just boating market in general, we try to steer people towards the boat that they really want. And I'm more than happy to talk to people and give them advice. And even if they choose somebody else's brand of boat, that's great. You know, I don't sell everything that might suit everybody. But I love talking about boats. I wouldn't be doing this, selling anything else if I didn't love boats. So
now you did mention that you do some fishing.
Yeah.
What's your primary fishery? I mean, is there one that you look forward to each year?
It depends on the time of year, just like anybody.
Sure.
But I mean, right now, actually, I've been spending time down in the Sandy myself in Oxbow, just bank fishing. But
Gotcha.
when the springers start rolling in, I'll actually launch from Willamette Park right there before work a lot of days and go down the river, or just troll right across from the ramp. There's a great place to fish right there, or the Selwood Bridge. And, you know, so the rumors on having a first springer caught might get my boat out.
I'm not going to take up your time with that story, but there was reports of a first springer caught this past week. Sunday, I got a text message with a photo.
Yeah.
And the photo was a dead giveaway that you're full of it, because there was leaves on the trees behind. Now, I happen to know the clowns that were part of this in a very indirect way. But here's the bright side, okay? There was a photo that was actually produced that turned out to be dumb. But there was actually a fish that was actually caught and released that I am aware of. Now, none of it can be proven, but those are the January rumors of springers for everybody.
Well,
now, do you get people coming in going, hey, man, I heard that there was a springer caught. I need a boat. Do you get that?
I have a lot of customers I've sold boats to over the years that call me knowing where I'm at because the fish checker's right behind me.
Ah.
So
what's going on?
Yeah, I'm down at the ramp almost on a daily basis running a boat on a demo or just checking one out. And and I always ask them, especially when the height of springer system, how many fish caught today? You know, I know not everybody checks in their Nate fish, but you know, they usually will tell me exactly how many fish have been, and that just, you know, so I can keep track of that. People call me and ask me what the count was.
Well, you shouldn't have done that, because now you're going to get the phone calls in the middle of April going, dude, how many fish are being caught?
Run down to the dock and check it out. Yeah.
Well, all right, now everybody stay with us. When we come back, we're going to continue to talk with Pat about a couple of other options that you have with Power Sports Marine, and talk a little bit more, well, about more fishing, because we've got a lot of it on our table. Literally, within weeks, less than weeks, I'll be chasing springers in probably a couple of weeks. It all depends on the weather. I do try to catch a fish in February, as crazy as it really honestly is, but there are times where we do get them. And again, if you watch the show in the past, you've seen us do it. But anyway, so stay with us. Pat, just hold on for me. But